It was about noon when we were traveling through the New Mexico desert on a tour bus. The air conditioner wasn't working, and 25 strangers were slowly dying from the heat. No one spoke much. We were too exhausted. Then, without warning, the bus came to a complete stop. Two sharp-toothed figures stepped aboard. They were vampires. One was tall, with long, dark hair and a body draped in rags. The other was shorter, rounder, and dressed in the same filthy rags. A passenger near me suddenly jumped out of his seat and began shouting and cursing at me. He was some kind of lizard man. No one tried to stop him. They only shook their heads, almost as though they were disappointed in him. And then there was silence. The lizard man was gone. He had vanished. I searched for him, and when I looked through the window beside me, I saw him lying face down in the dirt. His arms were stretched out to either side, like he had been crucified. I rushed toward the emergency door at the back of the bus. The other passengers screamed at me to come back. They begged me not to go outside. But I couldn't leave him there without knowing whether he was dead or alive. I knelt beside his scaly body and checked his neck for a pulse. Before I could tell whether he was alive, the bus raced away in a cloud of dust. I yelled after it. I pleaded with them to come back, but I knew they wouldn't. People said no one could survive for more than 20 minutes in that desert. No one knew why. They only knew that nobody had ever made it out on foot. I wandered farther from the road than I realized. When I finally looked back, the bus was gone. Only its dust remained in the distance. Then I heard something moving across the hard, crusted earth. A dry, clicking sound. I found myself standing inside a shallow crater, and three strange creatures were waiting in front of me. They looked like spiders, each about 4 inches across. Their bodies were thin and flat, almost crab-like, and disguised to look like the broken pieces of dried earth. Each one had a scorpion-like tail. They stopped about 2 feet away, just beyond stomping distance. Then the middle one rushed toward me. Its stinger struck the top of my boot before I had time to react. My legs went numb almost instantly. I fell to my knees, then I fell backward onto the ground. I couldn't move. I was completely paralyzed. All around me I could hear more of them, clicking and crawling through the dirt. I looked toward the sky as my vision began to blur. The light grew dimmer. The edges of everything slowly faded into darkness. I was alone in the middle of nowhere, surrounded. There was no hope. My life was over.